first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, HaKadosh. Okay, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Okay, I'm the brother Malak, back with another lesson in all truth and in all sincerity. Okay, and this lesson is tribulation equals character building, because you could look at the hell that you're getting and the hell that the Heavenly Father is putting on you, right? Which would be tribulation, whether it be something you're going through in life, what would seem to be a loss in the world. Maybe you are emotionally distressed, facing some sort of problem, whether it be at work or with family, whether it be your physical body. But ultimately, the Lord has put things upon us to build our character up. And that's really the idea that you get when you read the Psalms. You can, see David, and you get a different perspective of some of the stories that he went through, right, and kind of got an idea of a picture of his mind, right, and seen kind of the mindset that he carried through those events that happened in his life. And we resonate with those things on a certain level, right? And of course, us being of that relation to the house of David, we would. So I just wanted to touch on that. But I wanted to first get the definition of character building, what it means. Just in Google, it says character development is the process of creating a fully formed fictional, but in this case we know this is a fact, not a fictional. This is a what do they say? Non-fiction, right? Not fake. Right? This is your life we're talking about, right? But it says character development refers to the process of creating a fully formed non-fictional character by giving them detailed backstory, motivations, personality traits, and a clear arc of change throughout a story. And the Lord right now is placing upon us a clear arc of change upon us through the story that we're being, dealt on a daily basis, okay? Our own personal story, right? So, that character arc and that change is forming us into, a different creature ultimately. And it's ultimately set up for us to inherit the new body, but putting us through that fire, which is turning us and refining us into gold, it's not always cute, It does come with a certain level of bending, right? Or, you have to be moved, right, off of what we're used to. So I got a couple scriptures. Romans 5:3. It says, and this is in an NLT, it says, we can rejoice too when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance, and endurance develops strength. Okay, so when we run into problems with our day-to-day life, problems with, within our family, within, dealing with brothers, okay, problems within, the daily hustle and bustle, right? We can understand that is an opportunity for us to develop what, people like unto character, okay? It's something we can use to either develop or break us down, okay? Because you got two character developments. You could develop in a destructive way where it starts to destroy you, or you could develop in a way where it actually builds you up, okay? Hey, Shalom, brother Warga. I'm gonna read that in a little bit. Let me see, James 1:3. I got you, my brother. Let me see. gotta bear with me. Of course, I'm in the transit. Yeah, that's a fire precept, man. Because we gotta mind how we're, as of course we do the work and we mind how we build. But the funny thing about the building process is that we become the work. We become the work of art. Okay, through our nicks and bruises that we get with building and taking on this process. All right, we end up becoming the work. But let me read this. This is James chapter 1, verse 3. It says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Yeah, so the trying of our faith worketh patience, man. But note that word trying, okay? The Lord is going to have to try you. He's going to prove you. He's going to test you, put you to the test. And that's to see, what our reaction would be, right? Because different elements, right, on a periodic table, right? Like you had the big periodic table of elements when we were in school, like a science class or whatever. All those compounds or elements, right? They all have a different reaction to certain, other compounds or other, things, right? They have different reactions, and us, hopefully being gold, right? Because we know that the elect will be tried and they will be found as being gold, right? Gold is going to have a certain reaction to, different elements and different environments, right? And this main environment that we're about to be thrust into is, fire and water, man. We're walking through the midst of the fire and water, right? We have to be able to hold up in that day, man. But it says, continuing on in verse 4, it says, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing, right? We can't be lacking, we shouldn't be wanting nothing. And that comes through our letting patience be fully built up, man. Fully developed, okay, fully built, right? So that character development is a critical part of this walk, man. Is to be able to, develop. All right, if we're walking and you don't develop a sense of understanding the directions and understanding the way to, structure the day or structure, your bag when you need, or certain check marks, checkpoints to click through, in your head, you're gonna get lost, So we have to develop these intangibles or these little skills to be able to make it, But it says we'll go here, get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 4. It says, and this is in the GNT, by the way. It says, it might appear that they have suffered punishment. And who is this they? It's us. It might appear that we have suffered punishment through the trial and tribulation that we've been, going through. Right? Somebody might look at our life and they might, to them, it's in shambles, or we had quote unquote potential, to do something else. Right? That's a compliment that, brothers typically get, because we're witty. We're witty individuals. We exercise our mind. We might use a word, drop a word on a nigga head, and he gotta, bring out a thesaurus. So that's a compliment that brothers typically get. Oh, you're like, damn, you're kind of sharp. Like you didn't want to go to school, or you didn't want to. Why are you, not really trying to pursue like all these extracurricular activities, all these side hustles and shit. So, but it's like, no, man. We're single-minded. Our eye is single to one goal. So it looks like this is a punishment. Like what we do and the gift that we have is not, it's not profiting us. It very well will profit us, man. So people say that we suffer punishment, or they think that, but that's not the case. It says, this is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 4. It says, it might appear that they have suffered punishment, but they have the confident hope of immortality. Their sufferings were minor compared with the blessings they will receive. Yeah. So the suffering that we go through, the tribulation, the character development, well, it's all gonna come to a point where we see it as necessary, and we already have that mindset, but it's even going to be made more evident and clear in these times of how crucial this was for us to go through. All right, every single thing that we're going through right now is a very detailed, it's a very calculated way that the Lord is preparing us for the time we're about to go through. You see, and that's strategic, man. It's not for just coincidence, you know, while we're being built up in the things that we need to go through now, man. You know, so the one, the brother, another one. Let me see, Hebrews 2:10. Let's fire. Yep. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "For it becameth him, for whom are all things, and by whom are all things, in bringing many sons unto glory, that make the captain of their salvation perfect through sufferings." Yeah. So Yahushua was then made through suffering. Okay, and that's how we're being made, man. How we're being molded. Okay, we're not yet in our final form. We still have to go through a certain level of suffering, right? To grow up, ultimately. You know, to grow up, to be a little more, what did the Elder Apostle Bar say? Chafing, I believe is the word he used, right? To be chastened in the spirit, man. Okay, let's see what that word means. Let's get the definition of the chafing. Chasing. Yeah, bear with me. Of course, you know I'm driving. I'm trying to be as safe as possible. But you know, the Lord is with me. You know, the Lord is with us. You know, and His word, I can't spell. So, what is the definition of chafing? Okay, yeah. So to chafen something, okay, or chafing, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the process of rubbing something against a surface repeatedly, causing irritation, wear, or damage due to friction. Right? We know that friction is just heat. You know, it's like it's pretty much heat. You know, created from rubbing something against one another. Like when you rub your hands together, you're creating friction to heat up your hands. You know, but yeah, that's what the Lord is doing, man. He's rubbing us down. All right, we're being spread all over the place, spread thin, you know, in a multitude of ways. Your bank account might be spread thin. You know, your life, right? The Lord could be spreading you thin. Me and a brother Rock was talking about this the other day, man. It just seems like, or no, excuse me, the brother Osmer Walk, right? The beloved brother Osmer Walk. We were talking about this the other day. You know, this life, it just seems like you never have time. You know, we're always on the move. You sit down and it's like you already know you gotta be doing something else. It's like it's something that you gotta be doing. You know, you can never like really chill, right? You're either going to work, doing the work, going to the gym, going, you know, to do the fighting. Brothers do the fighting, the training. So, you know, it's always something, man. We always on the move. That's the Lord spreading us thin, man, stretching us, chafing us in the spirit so that we can, you know, that we're productive, you know, and that we're on point with managing things, okay? Because we're about to be on a strict schedule in the kingdom, man. We're gonna be on a strict schedule. We're gonna have to get the first 1,000 years, Lord willing. You know, we're part of that number. But the first 1,000 years, man, we're gonna have a schedule, a deadline, days that things we gotta do to complete. Of course, it's gonna be rest, and we're gonna be in a new body. But hey, we're gonna be getting things done too. The Lord is preparing us to not need sleep, man. You know, even though we're gonna be in our rest, but we ain't gonna have to. We're gonna be immortal, man. We're gonna be immortal, so we're practicing these things now. On a lower level. Of course, it's nothing to compare with the kingdom, but we're just getting ready for it, man. This is the king preparation, right? The prep course is the kingship. Okay, so the Lord is chafing us, okay, chafing us, as the elder says, man. He's trying us, testing us, proving us. All those are synonyms of what the Lord is doing with us, man. And it's ultimately making us stronger. He's making us stronger, so that as we go through these things, that we're able to build ourselves up, all right, for the worst time in human history. So yeah, I just want to touch on that. Lord will, I was able to edify y'all brothers. Keep putting precepts in the comments, man, and edify the body. The water for the brothers listening. Lord willing, you was able to take some from it, and catch you in the next one. I want to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rapadash, Shalom.